Hi everyone, this is Ray from Ray of Hope, and I'm here back with another video. This is going to be about changes in your life that are about to unfold. So if you're curious and want to know, just continue on with this video. So I actually did not pick the piles yet. I will do that on camera. I just wanted you guys to, witness that with me. And this, don't mind this. It's from, I went to an Oddities and Curiosities expo today, so don't mind that purple stamp. Okay, so the crystals we had to choose from are the Obsidian and the Amethyst point. All right, everyone, so let's pick your cards right now. So I'm going to be using this deck for your pick a pile. Also, if you want to know any of the decks I used today, it will be in the description box below, so just check that out if you're curious. So, Spirit, just give me pile number one, please. Pile number one. This card jumped out. And pile number two, please. Pile number two. Oh gosh. A bunch of cards just plopped out, so I'm just gonna shuffle one more time. Pick this one. Okay. So before we look, I just want to take a deep breath. If you want to do that with me, take an inhale and then exhale. Slow. All right. So this is your Obsidian point, pile number one. It's going to be, we're all mad here. Everyone is a little different. All right. And then for your Amethyst, it's going to be painting the roses red, covering up errors. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to give you a minute to pick your pile. So I'll see you in the reading. Hello, pile number one. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you find something that resonates with you. Just be aware that this is for the collective and not everything is going to represent in your entire life. So I just want to let you know. So I'm going to be picking two different oracle cards. We have these ones here. I'm just going to pick this for you. All right, Spirit. This is for changes in your life that are about to unfold. For pile number one, please. Okay, so we got two cards here. I'm going to set this off to the side real quick. All right. So we have these cards here. We have, there is a reason you have those dreams. The Mystic, Intuition, High Priestess, and Visionary. We have, I wasn't always like this, you know. I had to create who I am. The Witch, Creatix, Lotus Flower, Free Will. All right. So first things first, I just want to, don't mind the sticker on the back, but I just want to tell you guys about this Obsidian. So Obsidian is about absorbing negative energy, revealing hidden truths, grounding, protection, and self-discovery. So I'm right off the bat, I'm already noticing this connecting with this energy card right here. It says, I wasn't always like this, you know, I had to create who I am. You know, Obsidian having to do with self-discovery, you know, creating who you are, figuring out who you are, and having that free will to do that. Yeah, so that's interesting. I just wanted to point that out. So I just want to pull more cards before I get too deep into your reading. So we have this deck right here. I'm going to pull more cards. Spirit for the collective, pile number 1. One more card, please. I hope nothing like flies in the fire. That would be bad. So we have bear, navigation. We have pig, heritage. Interesting. All right, let me just see what's going on here. There's a lot of different energies coming to me. You know what? I feel like this definitely has to do about who you are as a person changing. You know, it says everyone is a little bit different. We're all mad here. Figuring out who you truly are. You know, it could be changes about who you view yourself as. Figuring out a little bit more deeply about who you are, revealing hidden aspects of you know, parts of you that may not always be shown. You know, sometimes people hide who they really are because of you know, sometimes watching other people in today's society, you know, social media definitely gets you thinking about, I'm sorry, about like, you know, comparison issues, you know, thinking you have to be a certain way. But, you know, Spirit just wants you to know that you are different, you are unique, and you are your own person. And so is everyone else. You don't have to be the same as everyone else because that would be honestly boring. And this change in your life is about yourself. It's definitely about yourself and who you are as a person. Being different is good. Being different is good, and I hope you recognize that and value that, because you know, life would be so boring if everyone was the same. And just remember that everything you've been through has made you into the person you are. All of your pain and all of your joy and happy moments has made you into the person you are, and you've created who you are, you know? So, you know, there's always going to be different versions of you, but you're always you at the end of the day, and you is different than everyone else. So I just want to come back to the topic, changes in your life that are about to unfold. So I feel like right now is a time where you're changing into the person that you're meant to be. Maybe you're hiding yourself, and now it's time for expressing that side of you, expressing the side that you've been hiding from the world. You know, I feel like once you do that, you will. I feel like you will attract more things in your life. Um, so it says there is a reason you have those dreams. Intuition, high priestess, visionary. Maybe you are, or you have been um, wanting to be a certain way. You know, like wanting to change your routine. Um, um, I don't know. I feel like with this navigation card, maybe you've been exploring different different like hobbies. Maybe you weren't really sure about who you were, or like maybe you're like, oh, I don't know what I like. I don't know what I like to do to have fun. You know, I don't know what brings me joy. What is about to change in your life is you are going to be finding those things that bring you joy and really connect you to who you are. You are finding those things. You know, it might not be obvious. Um, But Spirit wants you to jump into the unknown because there is a reason why you're having those feelings, you know? Um, Spirit wouldn't want you, or the universe wouldn't put you in a place where you're not supposed to be, wouldn't give you an idea, wouldn't give you a vision, you know, wouldn't want you, or wouldn't have you um, follow this intuition, follow your heart to a certain direction if it wasn't meant for you, if you weren't going to find something meaningful, you know? So I haven't said anything about this heritage card. Maybe I feel like in your family, it could be about heritage, meaning your family. You could be like the black sheep in your family, one who doesn't always, like, you know, fit in, you know, always sticks out like a sore thumb, you know. You could be wearing, like, I mean, I wear, you know, I wouldn't say I'm an emo person, but I dress more darker, uh, you know, like, not really like everyone in my family. I dress different than them, and maybe that resonates with you. And I feel like Spirit is telling you to feel free to make those changes in your life to feel more comfortable with who you are. So the changes in your life that are about to unfold is you. You are changing, and you are becoming the person you are meant to be, and you are becoming more accepting of the person, the unique person you are, the unique person you are, because you are different than everyone else. You are unique, and you are just as worthy. Okay, you're just as worthy. I'm just gonna leave that here for now. I honestly want to pull one more card. One more card. Just to see if I'm on track and if there's anything I'm missing. Spirit, this is for the collective. Anything else you have to tell us about changes in this pile number one's life? Okay. We got magic. I'm not I'm sorry. I'm not underestimating my own magic anymore. Magic, power, beginnings, transformation. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so there's a huge transformation, a huge change with who you are. Becoming more accepting of who you are. Becoming more, you know, more understanding and more recognizing your magic and who you are. So this is a powerful beginning, and you're trying to bring back your power and, you know, not underestimate your own magic. You are a powerful being, and Spirit just wants you to know that. Okay? So that's what's changing in your life right now. So you're transforming into a powerful, powerful person. You're accepting who you are, and you're trying to be more of that. You're trying to become more of yourself. And, you know, that's what life is about. So, you know, just enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride. So yeah, I have one more question, and it's going to be about, what is this change going to impact the most in your life? All right, so I'm just going to put these off to the side and pick some more cards. So these are all your cards here. I'm going to pick this deck for that question. So, Spirit, pile number one, what is this change going to impact most in your life? Becoming braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. Okay. What is this change going to impact the most in your life? I also have some tarot cards here. So we have this one, and then I'll pull some of these. Oh! Ah! Oh my gosh, this is not good, guys. Look, I just burnt that. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is not good. That is not good. Okay, this one out. Okay, let me not be so crazy. Thank you, Spirit. That was easy. Easy, easy. Okay, so we got 10 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands, and we have the 9 of Cups. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this for a minute. What is this change going to impact the most in your life? So the first thing off the bat is going to be your happiness. Your peace is going to make you more at peace. You know, this 10 of Wands shows that you've been carrying a lot of baggage, a lot of burdens. You know, you could be feeling like you are a burden, and this transformation will bring more. I'm sorry, I feel emotional. I'm sorry. Okay. This transformation will relieve these burdens. You know, maybe you feel like you are a burden to people because of the because of who you are. You feel like you're a burden, and this transformation will ultimately lift that from your life. So Spirit wants to lift this from your life, and you should allow it to happen, and it will be the best for you. Just want to say. Okay, becoming stronger, resilience, experience growing stronger, fresh perspective. So at the end of the day, this change is going to impact you the most. It's going to impact your peace, your happiness, and it will ultimately lead you with more opportunities, um, opportunities with feeling, you know, maybe about your creativity, being more creative about, you know, like expressing creatively yourself, you know, expressing that out into the world, becoming braver. You know, you'll become braver over this, you know, like being able to have that courage to stand in front of a crowd and say, "Oh, this is who I am, and I'm not scared, and I will be that person, and I will not be burdened by that side of me anymore." I'm sorry. I will not be burdened by that side of me anymore. And, you know, do a meditation, let it go to the divine. It's a huge transformation. And this is great. This is great news. This will allow you to be, you know, who you are without feeling scared. It'll allow you to have that courage. And just remember that your past is is um is the, you know, the catalyst, you know, the catalyst for your growth. It's what it's what making you make this transformation, if that makes sense. I'm sorry. So yeah. um so it's definitely something new. It's definitely a big change, a big change from what you've been experiencing. Maybe you've been scared, you know, but this is your change that's about to unfold in your life. So I hope that resonates with you. I just have one more card to pull for you, and then that will be it. So I hope you liked that. Yeah, let me just clear this off and then I will pull the next one. All right, so I just have this. This is the last message from the divine. Last message from the divine, okay? Last message for, okay, address your addictions. Reassess. Okay. All right. Choose friends wisely. Okay. Maybe this could be about the last message from the divine. You know, it's trying to tell you to reevaluate things in your life, like um, find what truly makes you happy, what truly brings you peace, and like relationships with family, with friends, with you know, daily habits, you know, like your routine. Reevaluate that, pay attention to that, understand what you actually do, and look look inside yourself and see if that's truly what makes you happy and what truly, you know, lets you shine as who you are as a person. If your friends if your friends say, oh, you dress weird, that's weird, I don't want to be with you, stop dressing like that, you know, I'm just giving you an example. Don't dress like that around me, that's weird. Or like, I don't know, it could be literally anything. You know, it doesn't just have to be friends. You know, I feel like this is just a message about relationships in general. It could be about, you know, your mother, your brother. It could actually be about your friends. You know, if they don't accept who you are, don't allow them into your space. Don't allow specific habits and, you know, addictions that are ruining your life, making you not really feel at peace, draining your energy. Don't let these things drain your energy, because, you know, you're valuable and you need to protect your energy. You need to protect it. You can use your energy in other places of your life and not give that away to vampires, they say. Uh, like, you know, people who are trying to feed off of your energy. You're a beautiful soul, and reevaluate things in your life. Really think about it, sit down and journal and see what makes you happy. Don't worry about anybody else. Worry about yourself, because at the end of the day, that's who you're going to live with. That's who you're going to die with. Okay? Address your addictions. If you have bad addictions, like, you know, excessive junk food, eating junk food all the time could ultimately, you know, it could give you that dopamine you're looking for, but it's not going to help you in the long run. It's not going to give you that fulfilling, long-lasting peace and fulfillment, you know, or I just said that, but, you know, happiness or whatever. So I feel like that says it all. That is your last message from the divine. So if you're into that, if you resonate with that, that's great. Just remember, this is for the collective, so not everything might resonate with you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and if you want to watch the next one, you are totally welcome to do that. It can give you a little bit more insight into this. You know, you don't have to also. Please subscribe and comment, like the video, share your story. I would love that, and I love you. So, bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. Thank you for watching my video. So let's just get right into this. So we have the Amethyst crystal, that's what you chose, and we have painting the roses red, covering up errors. All right. So the amethyst, it's about spirituality, healing, intuition, peace, emotional balance, and also promotes clarity. I actually love this crystal. It's beautiful. I actually want to read your significator card because I'm not too familiar with it. Let's just see what it says in the book. Okay, so 27. Okay. I just had to redo that like 3 times, so sorry about that. I'm sorry for my reading in advance. We all make mistakes. Every single one of us upon this planet has made a mistake, misunderstood, done something that wasn't quite correct, and mixed things up rather terribly. Today, people often complain and want perfection. Much like the dreaded queen, they behave as if they have no right to cut off or cut people's heads off to punish them. If they have, if they have the right, if they have not carried out their assignments perfectly. The same applies to our soul's assignments. Despite what our soul would best enjoy learning, we humans often misunderstand, head off in another direction, and make some. I told you guys, I'm so sorry. Okay. And make some rather wonderful mistakes. Thankfully, unlike the queen, our soul will not punish us, but we do need to do some work to make things right. While you may be tempted to cover up things and not be open about what has happened, especially perhaps to yourself, it truly is best to see what can be done. If this relates to you on an everyday level, and you are working for a person who will be unkind or cruel if they do not perform tasks perfectly, then you may need to find a way to peacefully escape the situation. The way you can enjoy white roses just as they are, without fearing of making a mistake or making things even worse because you feel you must cover up an error to avoid punishment. White roses are perfect and lovingly and innocent. Do not try to cover up anything within yourself that you feel is not right, for fear of being punished for not presenting or behaving to expectation. So divination says working for or being in a relationship with someone who is harsh on those who make mistakes, feeling forced to cover up errors to avoid punishment, fear of mistakes being discovered, hiding the evidence as the consequences are much harder than the mistake. Feeling that what you need to do to stay safe is no longer reasonable. Okay. So that is what that says. I'm going to pull your oracle cards just to get more in depth with this message. All right. So pile number 1, Spirit. What changes in your life are about to unfold? Ooh. Okay. Call your energy back to you. Energy, power, aura, depletion. And we have a 44. So if 444 resonates with you, the angel number, that is for you. Just wanted to say that. This one says, give to the mind and it gives back. The mind, inspiration, mood, cycle. So I feel like maybe, okay, the change that's going to happen in your life is you're going to be either realizing, like in the first steps of this happening, like realizing and wanting to make that change. It could also be already happening for you in your life. So if you're not already aware of this, this change is going to unfold in your life about bringing your power back to you, not being so like the card said, trying to hide things that you don't quite seem or quite think are perfect, you know? Um, Pushing yourself too much to the point where you're like, oh, this isn't perfect, so at the end of the day, it makes your energy, deplete. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sorry. Let me just let me just gather my thoughts so I can give you a clearer message. But I know this change definitely has to do about your energy with it could be doing tasks. Maybe your energy has been taken away from you from a specific person. So in here, this card says a specific relationship is taking away your energy. So it could be a big change in your life, starting for you. You're going to be recognizing this energy is being taken away from you, and you are becoming um, sick of it. Honestly, you're saying, "Oh, this is not happening anymore. I'm taking back my power, and I'm giving it to my mind. I'm giving it to me." All right. So maybe someone in your life is definitely taking your energy away. It could be yourself. It could be yourself. Maybe you're too like, if it's from yourself, it could be about um, perfection tendencies, hiding your mistakes, feeling like, oh, I'm not good enough because I made that mistake, or maybe avoiding certain things, doing certain things, stepping out of your comfort zone in fear of making mistakes. And, at the end of the day, you have to make mistakes to grow and learn. So this change could be about now time, like it's a time to step out of your comfort zone and to bring that power and energy back to you. So that's what's changing and about to unfold in your life. Your energy is coming back to you. You are recognizing it could be like bad habits. It could be a bad thinking pattern that you're used to that ultimately depletes your energy. If it's about another person depleting your energy, you could be sick of this. You could be done with it. You're like, I can't handle this anymore. It's time to change. It's time to get rid of this person, escape this situation. It could, you can obviously communicate your feelings to this person, and compromise can happen. You don't have to get rid of this person immediately unless they're being abusive. Um, you know, don't let anybody take away your power and take away your energy, because um, at the end of the day, you are a spiritual being and you are very powerful. And I hope you realize that, and I hope you recognize that, because it'll bring you so much peace and so much joy. Okay, I'm going to pull two more cards just to get more information out of spirit. um, I hope some of that resonates with you. Of course, this is for the collective, so if something doesn't resonate with you and something does, it's not going to be exactly your situation. But spirit, changes in pile number two's life that are about to unfold. Let me know if I'm on the right track. Ooh, partnership. So this could be about a relationship taking up too much energy from you. Oh, there's another one hidden. I didn't even see that. Pigeon partnership. And then we have the takeout container, balance, moderation, and then inner calling, rebirth. So if you see feathers outside, That is your spirit guides trying to connect with you. So pay attention to that. You know, sometimes you can be like, oh, it's just a feather, it doesn't mean anything. But I believe that everything happens for a reason. And if you see a feather, that is for you. If you pick it up, that's for you. Your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you. You know, synchronicities happen. They're trying to communicate with you. So this partnership, it could be about a relationship in your life. Trying, like, you know, as I said earlier, taking too much of your energy. Um, maybe you're putting too much of your energy into this specific. It could be relationship. It could be also um, partnership. Could be like business related. Putting too much of your energy into something and not enough. Hold on, let me cook. Okay, maybe. Okay, I know this is about changes in your life, so it could be about maybe you're trying to do something, like you keep trying to put yourself out there, you keep doing this specific thing, you keep trying to make it work, you're trying to make it perfect, you're trying to, you know, put so much energy into this, thinking, oh, this has to be perfect. You're holding on so tightly. You're like, oh, this has to work. This has to be perfect for me. This has to be the one. I have to do this the right way. You know, if something happens that's not what I expect it to be, then it's not right for me, you know. Um, and that ultimately takes away your energy, makes you feel drained. You're like, why is this not working? Why is this not happening for me? You keep trying to push it and push it and push it. But you know, I feel like spirit wants you to recognize that mistakes are what everyone needs to grow. Everyone learns from mistakes. You have to have these mistakes to grow as a person, to figure out what's right for you, figure out what's right for your business, figure out what's right for your customers, figure out what's right for your partnership. You know, your partnership isn't going to be perfect. It will never be perfect. And if you feel like, if you hold yourself and say, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to step out of my comfort zone because this won't happen perfectly, you will never be able to do anything with your life, honestly. You have to accept that there are going to be setbacks, there are going to be mistakes, there are going to be things that go wrong, but it's stepping stones for your journey. It's, you know, it can give you lessons to learn, you know? It could show you what you actually need, and you thought you needed this, but no, you need this in your life, you know? It could be about, you know, moderation and balance. You could be, you know, figuring out what you truly want in your life and figuring out, oh, this is not right for me, but this is. Oh, I need this in my life, but then I also need this in my life. And, you know, making that right for you, making that balanced and figuring out what you truly need, what truly makes you happy. I don't know if that makes sense. I was kind of spitting for a minute, but um, I just want you to know that mistakes are for growth and growth only. And it's not going to be the end of your life. You're not going to, oh, be all the way at the bottom. And even if you're at the bottom, the only way is up. Okay? Okay, let me get back to this. Sorry. Oh! I'm sorry about that, guys. Just screams. Okay. Changes in your life that are about to unfold. So I feel like this change is going to be about fixing, changing this mindset you have, changing this mindset you have, and this mindset will change your mood. It will give you more inspiration. You know, if you go out and explore and not be so afraid of what's going to happen, that's what's going to go wrong. You're, you know, you could find something that will inspire you, will give you an idea for a business, you know, anything really. Give you an idea for your, you know, creative projects that you have. I also feel like partnerships has to do with coming together with yourself, coming together with your spirituality, remembering that you are a spiritual being, remembering that you are human. Humans are, you know, always going to make mistakes, never going to be perfect, ever, never, okay? So you have to remember that aspect of yourself, come together with that, accept that you're human and nothing is going to be perfect. No relationship is going to be perfect because no human is perfect, you know. I hope that message got across. You know, this inner calling and rebirth could be about changing, transforming into a better person, transforming into, you know, changing your life to find your inner calling. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that really makes sense. But I'm actually going to pull more cards because I have one more question for you guys. And that is, what is this change going to impact the most in your life? What is this change going to impact the most in your life? I'm going to pick one from here. So Spirit for pile number 2. So it says, find the lesson, discover the purpose in a situation, trust that you are learning. Bro! Yo, that's actually so funny. I'm not going to lie to you. See, this is why I like to pull on camera, because find the lesson, discover the purpose in a situation, trust that you are learning. So remember that, you know, mistakes, it's all part of the learning process. And just because you have a setback does not mean that you failed. And, you know, maybe you need to realize and recognize that fear of failure in yourself, you know, heal that part of you. This amethyst has to do about healing that side of you, about perfection and about failure. Remember that you are a human living a spiritual experience, or did I say that wrong? I'm sorry. A spiritual being living a human experience. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so you're healing. Heal this part of you. Heal this part of you. Okay? Find that lesson within the setback. Find that lesson within the mistake and trust that you are learning. Okay? Trust that. I'm going to pull some of these cards right here. Spirit, just go a little bit more in depth with that. Anything else? What is this change going to impact the most in your life? Oh, so I have this one. The alluring smell, intuition, sacred knowledge. Adaptability, bear. Okay. I feel like, okay, the flickering street-like fear and anxiety. So this is definitely going to impact uh let's say, I mean, of course it's going to impact you and who you are, but I feel like this is going to impact like your spiritual side of yourself. It could give you more, I feel like this is going to impact your courage. It could bring you more courage. This fear and anxiety, this change is going to bring you more peace about this anxiety, this fear you have about, failure and perfection tendencies. It's going to change that part of you. It's going to heal and alleviate that pain. It will bring you more, flexibility in your life, being able to overcome more challenges. This change. It can also bring you closer to your intuition. I feel like this has to do with, like your ego. Maybe like an ego death, like something like that. Like lifting that illusion, lifting that veil of uncertainty, and really becoming closer to who you are as a spiritual being. Learning more about yourself, learning more about the world, giving you an opportunity to explore without worrying about setbacks, worrying about mistakes, without that fear and anxiety of failure. It will ultimately give you more opportunities. It will allow you to feel more connected to your intuition. So that's what it's going to impact most in your life. Your intuition, your psychic abilities. I feel like your spiritual side. This has to do with the amethyst has to do with your crown chakra. So I feel like maybe like impacting and opening up that chakra, your third eye chakra, becoming more clear in your life, seeing things more clearly, being able to understand situations. Definitely that, like impacting that side of you. Um, I feel like this will make you more flexible at the end of the day. I know I already said that, bringing you more clarity and releasing and healing fears and anxiety. So I feel like that's it for this. I just have one last thing for you guys. I hope that resonated with you, and I hope you enjoyed that. Honestly, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very great, very very great message. A very great message. So I have one more thing for you guys, and it is going to be a last message from the divine. Just the last message using these cards right here. So Spirit, please give pile number 2 a last message, please. Oops. Okay, so we have laugh at your demons, reach for the stars, and love yourself. Aw, okay, I love that. That's cute. That's so cute, guys. Okay. I feel like this already is, it already says everything. Love yourself. At the end of the day, give yourself that grace. Give yourself, compassion. Remember, everyone makes mistakes. Love yourself for who you are, and everything, every mistake, every failure, every, success and accomplishment, all of that combines and makes you who you are, okay? So appreciate that. Love that side of you, okay? Love everything about yourself. Accept yourself for who you are. That's pretty much an explanation for itself, honestly. Reach for the stars. Your perfection tendencies, not allowing yourself to make mistakes or being scared about making mistakes, hiding that, um, will ultimately hold yourself back from reaching for your dreams, reaching for the best and the most fulfilling life you can have. And Spirit just wants you to know that that is within your reach. And you should you know, go after that. Definitely. Laugh at your demons. So I feel like Spirit is trying to be funny here. Okay. Maybe more of a lighthearted side, a more positive side of feeling your, you know, I'm sorry, like a more positive side about your fears and anxieties. Uh, you know, laugh at that, laugh at your fears. You know, try to be more positive, have a more positive mindset about that. Yeah. I feel like that honestly sums it all up. Definitely laugh at your demons, reach for the stars, and definitely love yourself, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and comment down below your story and what you want to see next. So thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.